Governor Ned Lamont put a ceremonial signature on the sweeping housing bill. The state legislature's Democratic majority passed it during a special session last month. The aim of the bill is to jumpstart the development of more housing across the state. News 8 political reporter Mike Cerulli is live in Norwalk with details. Hi, Mike.
Hey, and good evening to you. This housing bill might now be the law of the land here in Connecticut, but the debates it sparked, they're far from over.
I haven't signed this bill in over a week, so let's do it again. Thanks, everybody.
The signature inked by the governor on Monday was ceremonial. The real thing happened more than a week ago. But the press conference at a Norwalk affordable housing development was Lamont's latest chance to tout what he says is substantial progress on lowering the cost of living ahead of next year's election.
You're not serious about affordability unless you're serious about housing.
The bill is a revised version of the one that was previously vetoed by the governor after widespread concern from local leaders on both sides of the aisle.
It took a lot of courage for you to do what you did, but the plan came together.
Many provisions are intended to encourage local governments to build at a faster pace than they are now, on the basic economic theory that more supply will lower costs. For Democrats like outgoing Norwalk Mayor Harry Rilling, building more housing is a no-brainer.
If you want business, you have to have employees. If you want employees, you have to have housing.
But for other local leaders, like the Republican state representative Tom O'Day, there are sections of the law that they say go too far, like one part that overrides some local rules about the conversion of commercial properties to residential ones, and another provision that nixes some local parking requirements for smaller developments. Opponents see those provisions as an infringement on local autonomy.
Give us time, we can develop them, and developments can make sense. But forcing it on towns where it doesn't make sense, particularly in areas where it doesn't make sense, is a bad way to go.
Another flashpoint is over who is making decisions about development. The bill requires regional councils of governments, or COGs, to develop plans to grow housing. Legislative Republicans and many of their local counterparts see that as another example of state government overreach and a mandate. But others, like Ridgefield's Democratic First Selectman and North Haven's Republican First Selectman, like the structure because COGs are governed by local leaders.
That means it's now with us to make this happen.
I can tell each and every one of you here, we're not going to lose local control.
I'm a lawyer, read bills for a living. He and I read this bill differently.
So the back and forth there continue. As for when folks could actually see the impacts of this bill, could actually see developments in their town as a result of this bill, expect to see those play out over the next year or two or three, and in next year's legislative session, likely maybe some changes made to the bill as a result of complaints or concerns raised by towns as they begin to digest it. And that legislative session due to start in February. Live in Norwalk tonight, Mike Cerulli, News 8.